My name is Peter J here. I work for a group called Jawabu, Group of Architects. Most of our projects are based here in Nairobi, a few out of Nairobi, Kisumu, several in Mombasa. So yes, that's a short snippet of what we do. Well, basically architecture as a definition is an art. It's an art of giving spaces. So personally, it's a joy when I do my work and I see people living in spaces. So that fulfillment that I get from architecture is what gives me the juice to start the following day and do something different. And on top of it is that you might do two flats, 4 bedrooms, but they are totally different. So that uniqueness in design is what excites me the most, because all of these are custom design to your needs and preferences. Yeah, so that's the beauty of architecture. Every day is different. It came to us because Barre Homes have been in our client portfolio for a while. The directors came to us and they told us they want to do something new, something that is going to reflect the current design, architecturally speaking. So yeah, we jumped onto the job, and yes, I believe we did a good job. The sales are speaking for themselves. I'll begin with the design itself. Barre Homes is a Muslim-based organization, real estate, and the real estate industry. So we felt this design has to reflect the Islam way of life. So that is the first approach. That's the first brief that we give back to the clients. And then number 2, we look at the demographic, the people who are buying these units. What do they want? I mean, a client will change their decision to buy a unit because of the space. So yes, we are talking about anything above 200 square meter. So that's what we try to do, and we have 200 square meters, 4 bedroom plus DSQs here. It's amazing. It's really amazing because they are young like we are. And every stage of the design, they were involved. So they will start back and forth. We have design team meetings before we bring in the other consultants. That is the QSS, the structural engineer. So it was amazing. And this is actually a brainchild of Zach, the director. And here we are. So the only one I can point out, the external facade. Because I believe what you see now should have been the 4th. We did several. So yeah, it was good, but I'm happy how it came out to be, because in architecture you learn every day, and you might give your all to a design only for someone to turn it down, and then the least that you feel is going to be the design flies, and that's what we had. So it's good, and I'm happy the outcome. Yeah. I'll answer that question in 2 bits. Number 1 will be the design aspect, because they were lucky to get a piece of land that had the front and the rear being open. So that means all the spaces designed on the front of the back of the house will get the maximum amount of light. So we took advantage of that, and we have very large openings, and we made sure that the common spaces, for example, the living and the dining, would have this location, right? And of course, the master bedroom. So that's number 1. That's very unique. It's very rare for you to get a piece of land in South Sea with that. Number 2, I think now this will be the integration of technology. So if you step into this project as a new person, I think you'll get a feeling of that. And they really embrace technology and the access into the house. And then the last but not least would be now the other amenities. South Sea is majority, because when you do the design, you do your own research, and you get to see and feel how people would come back and say, yes, this would work well and will do well for us in South Sea. Having these case studies we put together, and then this was combined with the client brief, and we felt Avenue, the location is very unique. From here to the airport is very close. From here to the CBD is very close. We had to make sure that we design a family-based unit, and that will mean anything above 200 square if you can get it. So we did a 200 square unit plus a DSQ, and this was purely because we felt a family setup would comfortably live in such a space. So yeah, and the proximity also to the road and the schools that we have, the hospitals. Yeah, and it worked well, I suppose. Actually, I believe they don't suppose.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. We had several, but I think the one I can highlight would be the spacing. This part of Nairobi, South Sea, has challenges with the amenities. And number two, the total number of floors you're allowed to go. So these are the key on the onset of the job. This is where we are trying to balance. So yeah, we went around it. We talked to the authorities, and we are happy we got the green light to put up the structure. Actually, I've got off the top of my head, I have two. One is in Parklands and another one luckily in South Sea. The excitement about these two jobs is because the resemblance is nearly as close as possible to Meraki. And of course, being part of this team that came up with Meraki to make it what it is right now will greatly affect, or rather guide me on things to do, things not to do, and what we can overcome, or not even, make them better and improve. So yeah, it was a good experience. Thank to Meraki. It was okay. I'll just make it taller. Everything works perfect. I'll just more rooms up. More rooms. I'll say this as a parting shot. If you want to get into it, it's beautiful, and it should be from your heart. Don't do it because of pressure. Do it because it's something you're passionate about. Because design, I can say, it's innate. It's really hard to train one to become good at something. So it's like talent, right? And if you feel you have that calling, then yes, it's with the best career and the best decision in your life. So yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Okay.
Yes.